So now let's stay in the world of ripple rings, but now let's switch it up. Maybe you love a pave story like me, a little gemstone sparkle. Maybe you don't, or maybe you love the idea of mixing. Let's move into the same ring, but done in a hammered and rippled finish. So let's explain it. These are new today. The first choice is always going to be not only your ring size, 4 through 11, but also what color. You're choosing either the 925 sterling, which is solid cast and clad in rhodium, or the same 925 precious sterling, but clad in that butter-rich 18-karat gold. The best part is choosing this ring in either, follow with me, Bubbies, and you're going to have to help me because I'm seeing...
You're good. You're doing your hammered.
Right, sorry. Hammered or the textured, which is
that ripple texture within the ripple.
And then if you're like, ooh, how about I mix them all? Highly recommend it.
But that's the whole thing. It's all the play on light. So if you're going with the all metal version, we're doing a play with that beautiful precious metal of sterling silver or the 18-karat gold glad, and you see how it hits the light, where Sean has that hammered in silver. See how that refracts the light? But then you have the textured ripple in the gold, and that also is capturing the light different. So you start to create all these beautiful eye-catching contours. And then from there, the gemstones also create and capture that light, so it kind of brightens the whole entire, the ring party, if you will. And you can either mix the textures, you can mix the gemstones, you can mix the metals, it's all there.
So I've always thought rings, like they're my favorite. Rings are my favorite because regardless of what you're wearing, how short or long your hair is, turtleneck versus open neckline, like a ring you can always wear. I mean, I guess if you're wearing gloves or mittens, you know, but nonetheless, your hands are always there. They're always on show. The second thing that I think is so personal about rings is that rings are nearest to your most sensitive sense of the 5. Well, I know Harry Selectin would argue it's smell, but the other one that I think is so powerful is touch and feel. And when I touch your arm and I shake your hand and I touch your cheek, those are my fingers. Rings are close to that sensation. And I just feel like they're personal and they tell a story, probably because since the beginning of time, wedding rings and bonds of love.
Well, there's so much significance to it. I mean, and it's and this idea of this eternity band.
Yes.
Going round and round, it's that forever. And then again, when we talked about from the story point of view, I love the idea, since we're offering so many sizes and you're getting, I think, wonderful price points here. What a great way to remind a loved one how important they are in your life. I love the idea. We had a couple of friends already on our Facebook page say, you know what, I'm going to get this for all my sisters. This is going to be our family ring. We just had a birth, so this is going to be a celebration there. There's so many things that it can signify, but then in the end, it just happens to be super pretty. It's very well made. You get that solid cast piece. You get your choice of carving, whether it's the hammered, which is, it's almost like a reflection of the sun. Then you get that twisted carving of the ripple inside of and on top of the other ripple. All the details are there. And if you're like Sean, you like the sparkle, I love the idea of mixing the metal with the gemstone pave.
I'm not gonna lie, since I'm not really like your native fine jewelry host, I'm not great with the ruler. So sorry about that. But there is a little bit of a look at that. More importantly to me though, I know, that was a quick
There is a little bit of a look at that. I love it.
And moving on. But no, I wanted to show this to you because the more impactful thing to me is to see these rings from the side. It is chunkers. It is thick. It is solid. It's almost like silk fit.
Yes. There's a comfort fit to it. It's finished all the way around, and it's just one of the easiest ways to update your look, but also to tell your story. It's probably, to your point, how rings are so special and important. You buy them for yourself. You buy your wrist for yourself.
Yep.
Your bracelets and your bangles and cuffs, but at the same time the rings. That's what you get to look down and you get to see what's going on throughout your day.
Okay, so now let's tell a little bit more as we go throughout the back half of this show. 15 minutes to go. Please check out of your cart, because I want to start talking a little bit more about mom and dad.
Yes.
Because it's, your dad was a deacon in your church.
Yeah, he was a PhD chemical engineer plus a deacon.
And mom was an interior decorator.
She was an interior decorator and then a stay-at-home mom. There was 5 of us. So all of that is mixed and matched kind of in here. And they were, besides my children, probably some of the biggest ripples in my life because they affected everything that I do.
Last call in both of the hammer choices, either the 925 sterling or the 18 karat clad, last call. And then you also have the textured, which is that ripple, those striations, almost looks like those formations in tree bark, like just a lot of symbolism, a lot of meaningful symbolism. All right, the one-time only price, which saves you